Greetings, I'm Greg, the Energy Healer. I haven't made a video for a very long time, but I feel like the time has come. This is a very important time we're in right now. And today, this video is all going to be about the 3D versus 5D split. I've been getting a lot of information about this, and I feel like I need to share. It's getting very, very obvious that we are in a big split. There is the 3D split, 3D versus the 5D split. And now with everything going on with the virus and so forth and this, you can see the difference between where we're headed to. What they've been showing me is that we are going towards, there's going to be two ascension paths. There's going to be the organic and inorganic ascension. And what that's basically about is where the 3D timeline is going into. The 3D timeline is going into an inorganic ascension, which is a disconnect from Mother Earth and Source, and it is connecting to the AI God via this. This is the beginning. This is the beginning of that inorganic ascension. And those people that are stuck on this 3D timeline are going to continue until they are connected, or they're going to leave. Majority will leave. They're going to leave and reincarnate into other planets, into other life beings, and into other planets, and continue this 3D cycle. There are people that are right now stuck in the 4D, and these are the people that we're going to help shift into the 5th dimension, which is the reconnection to Mother Earth, the organic ascension, which is reconnecting to Source, and it starts with our heart. We need to go within. We need to connect with our heart. Our heart is directly connected to Source. So we need to go in it, and it's very important to surrender. There is a lot of emotions, trauma, energies are shifting. There's so much trauma and abuse that's coming up to the surface. And this next month, which is December, is going to be eclipse, solstice, new moon, full moon, like always. But we're going to have a big shift with the eclipse and the winter solstice. So we are going to experience this huge transformation next month. And that whole split of 3D and 5D is going to be so transparent. You're going to see who's living in love and who's living in fear. It's going to start increasing. It's going to be more and more intense. But there are people in the 4th dimension where are in the middle, and these people are going to make a choice. The choice is coming. The choice is going to be either you are going to fall into the fear category, or you're going to step into 5D, which is love frequency. And the reconnection with Mother Earth. Connecting to Earth is so important at this time. Mother Earth is calling. Mother Earth is trying to help you. Mother Earth is shifting. And she is showing you the way. In order to go into the 5th-dimensional high-frequency vibration, you must connect with Mother Earth. She is showing us the way. So this split is going to be, in 2022, you're going to see this split. Let's just say if the split is like this, for example, from the 3D, 5D, it's going to be like this in 2022. And you're still going to get a lot of disclosure, and a lot of it is going to come out of who we are and what we've been doing, what's been going on. But 2022 is going to be a big, massive split. And there's going to come a time where there will be a convergence into one timeline. And we're just going to have 5D New Earth. And this is what we're working towards. This we're going to see 2023 and forward, but coming up is it's going to be so obvious, the split. I mean, it's obvious right now that we are in a split because some are going into fear and they're going possibly into more lockdowns, possibly putting more masks on your face and so forth. And then there's others that are saying, this is a joke. This is too funny right now. We're not dealing with any of this. And there's many that are in the fourth dimension that are saying we had enough. There's a lot of places that people are protesting. People are coming. 2022 is going to be two things: split and the revolution, which is going to be the evolution of consciousness. People are all going to rise up. It's all coming from the fourth dimensional beings that are in this fourth dimensional timeline. And the fifth dimensional beings are going to hold the light, and we're going to help them cross over into the fifth dimension. It's all about frequency, really. So there's the 3D frequency, which is all fear and programming, and then there's the 4D frequency, when it's people that are waking up, they're starting to see the truth. They have questions, they have interest, they're sick of the system, they're being tired, they don't know the exact way, but they're sick of the system and they want change. And there's a big population that is in the fourth dimension, and these are people are going to rise. And there are some that are in the third dimension that will cross over. There's a portion of them, okay? Because they have still a chance. Because that whole connection to that AI God is not complete. It's just the start. So people have a chance to actually come out of this. And it's going to take a lot of dedication. It's going to take a lot of love. It's going to take a lot of healing, a lot of work, a lot of inner work. And for them to, they will first transition into the fourth dimension with the rest, and then into the fifth dimension. And then the rest, they're just going to go off into a different timeline. And eventually, in this whole 3D timeline, even if they get connected to the AI God, the source will eventually shut it off, and they'll be recycled back to the source where they can start their journey again. Or, like I said, the ones that leave this timeline in this lifetime, they are going to go into another planet, reincarnate into a third dimensional frequency, and continue this journey. So, 2022, you're going to see an uprising. It's going to come from all over the world. It's going to come from the globe. The powers that be, the people on top, they know this. This is why they're going underneath. And there is all these preparations for this, because they know that the uprising is coming. That's next. You haven't seen the full scale yet of this. It's coming. It's going to be very transformational. It's going to shift the entire consciousness. And there is going to be a convergence. And the convergence is basically all the timelines are going to collapse into one timeline, which is going to be the highest timeline. It's going to be 5D love frequency. And there is no actual date towards this, because it really, really depends on us and how fast we shift the consciousness. It's kind of more like milestones that we reach, and certain events need to play out for us to reach this point of the convergence. And but for sure, it's going to happen within the next, let's just say, worst case scenario, 2030. That's like worst case scenario. It's going to happen more towards 2023 to 2025. And so this is a very important time that we're in right now, and it is very, very important for everyone to work on their inner healing and work on surrendering. I keep getting this from the universe that we need to surrender, and we need to go within. We need to connect with Mother Earth, and we need to help others as much as we can. And understand, sometimes helping others is letting them go on their journey of healing and finding themselves. And sometimes it's us stepping away, and for those people to see what's going on, for them to work on themselves. We can't be lying anymore. We can't be beating around the bush. We have to be straight. We have to be transparent. We have to be clear, because this is a time now. There's no more time left to play games anymore. This is very important. The energies are only going to get faster and more intense as it goes into the continue into 2022 and 2023 and so forth. It's only going to get stronger. The split is going to become so transparent, and the 3D people and the 5D people are not going to be able to communicate. It's just not going to work. It's like a blockade, you know. You just can't. You won't see through, because 5D people are going to want to tell 3D people, hey, it's okay, everything's okay, and the 3D people say, no, everything's going to, we're all going to die. And that's all they see. And it's going to be difficult to explain to that person because they're programmed. It's hard to remove them from the program. It's going to take, like I said, a lot of effort. The source is going to have to step in to help some. And like I said, eventually we'll come to the convergence. And remember, there's two ascensions. And I mean, if you really look at it, it's not a coincidence that we have 5D, 5G, right? I mean, 5G came along when we were going into a fifth dimensional consciousness. Coincidence? No. Because the positive side, service to others, knows about the light and the 5-dimensional shift. The negative forces know about service to self. They know about the 5D consciousness that's coming to the planet. So they're trying to shift us from that into their ascension. Because their ascension is basically you connecting to the AI God, and it gives you superpowers. And it's going to be like cyborg, robotic. You're never going to die. You have no worries. You have no pain. You have no suffering. You don't need medication anymore. You don't need anything, because you're going to be a supreme being, is what is going to be given by this AI God. And this AI God is very, very clever, very, very smart. It's going to make it seem so, once people are going through, because through all these medicines, people are going to be so sick that they're going to do anything that is given by their Savior to be able to feel normal again. And this is their goal. But the only problem is they're not going to be able to do it on a global scale, because we are going through the Great Awakening. So they're not going to convince anyone in the 5D to go into that path. And a lot of the 4D people are going to see that and just run away from it. And they're going to be like, oh, I don't want this. It's going to trigger many things in them, and they're just going to shift. So, just so you know, this December, starting December and moving forward, it's going to be very transparent. It's very important to take care of yourself. Drink a lot of clean water. Take care of your body. Surrender. Go within. Help as many people as you can. Work with Mother Earth. She loves you. She wants to work with you. She wants to help you. Like Mother Earth thinks of us like kids, children. And all she wants to do is help us. She knows what's going. She's going through her own ascension. And she also wants to help us. So when we connect to Mother Earth, she shows us the way, how to be. But as you can see, they're trying to shift us away from Mother Earth and plug us into other systems. And although people might be plugged into a situation where it looks like Earth, it's inorganic. It's connecting you to something else. The real Mother Earth, where you see on this planet that is connected to Source, is right here. So you can connect directly. You don't need anything else to connect. You can connect directly to anything that you like. If they're coming and trying to put stuff into you, or telling you to use this or that to connect, they're just, it's all manipulation. That's the video that is very important to me. I've been getting a lot of information about this, so I wanted to reach out to my followers and everyone else to let them know what's going on. I'm hoping that going forward I can make more videos and share the information, but it's been coming. It's been very strong to me about the split and the different types of ascensions that's going on, and I just wanted to bring it out. And I hope everyone's doing well, sending much love and light, and I'm here for you anytime you need. Thank you.